Wisdom for the ages. The best advice from the world's greatest thinkers. Stoicism.
The ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a compelling guide for modern living. This philosophical school, developed in ancient Greece and Rome, provides timeless insights about how to live virtuously and find purpose despite life's hardships. Although Stoicism first emerged over 2,300 years ago, its principles have astonishing relevance today. The Stoics taught that happiness results from cultivating wisdom, moderation, and inner tranquility. Enlightened stability could be attained by training one's mind to remain steady amid chaos and transform destructive emotions.
The timeless insights from Stoic sages like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius illuminate the path to greater resilience, meaning, and inner peace. Their advice gave direction centuries ago and continues to inspire today. How can we deliver energy to a world that can't stop? How can we deliver energy to a world that can't stop? Discover how we are a reliable energy supplier to the world. The core principles of Stoicism. Control what you can, accept what you can't. The Greek philosopher Epictetus stated, "Some things are in our control and others not." This Stoic view encourages focusing energy solely on what's within your sphere of influence. Controlling external outcomes or other people's behaviors will only cause frustration and angst. Instead, direct your efforts toward your thoughts, words, and actions. This Stoic practice reduces anxiety, sharpens priorities, and fosters inner tranquility. For example, you can't control whether it rains on your planned picnic. But you can control your reaction and choose to accept the change in plans with grace rather than rage. This mental flexibility and indifference to external circumstances create freedom and peace of mind. Master your emotions and desires. The Roman Stoic Seneca preached moderation, arguing that destructive emotions stem from errors in judgment and unrealistic desires. Stoics seek to regulate emotions like anger, jealousy, and greed, which distort thinking and lead to suffering. They cultivate positive emotions like joy and compassion from wisdom and virtuous living. Evaluating your emotions objectively allows you to filter out distorted thinking and maintain self-control. Similarly, avoiding extreme desires prevents disappointment and anguish when goals go unmet. Moderating emotions and ambitions provides clarity and tranquility. For instance, longing for wealth, fame, or status leads to dissatisfaction. Accepting life's imperfections with equanimity and finding joy in simple pleasures is the Stoic path to lasting contentment. Reflect on the brevity and fleeting nature of life. Life is short. The present moment is all we truly possess. This Stoic insight from Seneca reminds us that existence is temporary. Contemplating life's transience helps prioritize virtue and purpose over trivial concerns. With limited time, we must live deliberately without wasting this precious resource. Regularly reflecting on mortality places life in proper perspective. Social slights, material items, and reputation matter less when viewed against the enormity of existence. Such philosophical reflection ultimately awakens wisdom and gratitude for this fleeting gift of life. For example, imagining you had 1 year left to live would undoubtedly alter your priorities. Petty grievances would hold little meaning compared to quality time with loved ones. This Stoic mindfulness practice brings clarity to how you spend each day. For example, dealing patiently with a rude clerk or offering guidance to someone on a misguided path represents Stoic compassion. Each small act of humanity makes society more just and cultivates your nobility. Focus on the present moment. The Greek philosopher Epictetus declared, "Do not dwell on the past or yearn for the future. Live in the present." Stoicism considers anxiety about the future and rumination over the past as fruitless. Instead, we should follow nature's rhythm and focus entirely on the task. This mindfulness leads to engagement and presence. Each moment offers the gift of living deliberately. Worrying about tomorrow squanders this opportunity for contentment and clear thinking. Learn from the past, but don't fixate on what cannot be changed. The present is the only time we truly inhabit. This Stoic practice calms the mind and allows appreciation of life's fleeting beauty. For instance, when commuting home from work, be mindful of the car's movement, music sounds, and changing sights. This immersion in the now replaces worry about future events and creates tranquility. Stoic mindfulness lets you fully participate in each moment. Treat others with kindness, fairness, and compassion. The Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What brings joy to our fellow man makes us joyful too." The Stoics recognized humanity's shared nature and the importance of community. Treating others fairly, gentleness, and thoughtfulness create social harmony and align with Stoic virtues. It also brings its inner rewards. Stoicism considers compassion a core duty that creates mutual understanding. Even those who cause harm deserve kindness, as Stoics believe evil stems from ignorance, not inherent malice. Guiding others patiently to see their errors fosters wisdom. The enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy. The ancient Stoics were ahead of their time, developing principles that align closely with modern psychology on happiness and satisfaction. The 4 Stoic pillars of control. Emotion regulation, perspective, and compassion remain powerful techniques today for crafting a life of purpose and fulfillment. The enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy. The ancient Stoics were ahead of their time, developing principles that align closely with modern psychology on happiness and satisfaction. The 4 Stoic pillars of control, emotion regulation, perspective, and compassion remain powerful techniques today for crafting a life of purpose and fulfillment. Practicing Stoic philosophy provides a moral system to navigate difficult times and hardship. Its practical guidance helps overcome destructive emotions that distort thinking and derail goals. Viewing life's imperfections and uncertainties through a Stoic lens of wisdom, acceptance, and poise leads to greater resilience and inner peace. Stoicism offers profound tools to live with virtue and tranquility in chaotic times. Its enduring insights have helped countless individuals find meaning over centuries, a testament to its timeless wisdom. Stoicism's advice continues to resonate in the modern world. Practicing its principles can help anyone to live better. We can also learn and know about Epictetus' thought process. The ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus was one of his time's most influential Stoic thinkers. Born around 55 AD, Epictetus grew up as a slave before being granted freedom. He studied Stoicism under the renowned philosopher Musonius Rufus and went on to open his Stoic school. Epictetus emphasized living a virtuous life above all else. His teachings provide a practical philosophy of resilience, wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. Although we can't control which roles are assigned to us, it must be our business to act our given role as best we possibly can and to refrain from complaining about it. Wherever you find yourself and in whatever circumstances, give an impeccable performance. Epictetus. Putting Epictetus' wisdom into practice requires commitment and discipline. However, the benefits of reduced anxiety, increased tranquility, and acting with virtue instead of simply reacting make the effort worthwhile. Studying Stoicism remains highly relevant centuries later for anyone seeking practical guidance on living well. Understanding the dichotomy of control. Epictetus stressed the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. Health, wealth, and reputation are external to us and should not be the primary focus of our energy. However, our judgments, values, desires, and aversions are within our power to shape. Recognizing this dichotomy allows us to direct energy only toward what we can control. Agency. For example, Robin was stressed about his performance review at work. Through reflection, he realized he could control his effort and attitude, but not how his boss would evaluate him. This helped him gain perspective and focus where he had. Managing desires and aversions. Epictetus warned against getting caught up in unhealthy attachments and desires. When we depend on specific outcomes for happiness, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, we can work on freeing ourselves from excessive wanting and wishing. Living in accordance with nature. The Stoics believed in living virtuously by acting in harmony with nature. Each of us has a natural purpose as human beings. We fulfill our natural potential by living rationally and cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Practicing misfortune. Epictetus encouraged his students to premeditate future adversity to build resilience when hardship inevitably arises. We can thoughtfully examine our fears and prepare mentally by imagining challenges like loss, illness, or exile. Progress over perfection. Implementing profound philosophies takes time and practice. Epictetus spoke of progress as being more important than perfection. As we learn Stoic techniques, what matters most is our sincere effort to improve gradually. Stoics believe we must accept what comes to pass, even when it clashes with our desires. Instead of struggling against the inevitable, we can choose to love fate, amor fati, and embrace what we are dealt with grace. Another proper Stoic exercise is premeditatio malorum, the practice of visualizing future adversity. By imagining troubles like illness, loss, or exile, we can examine our fears and become less disturbed when challenges inevitably arise. Hierarchical circles model. Hierarchals proposed seeing ourselves as part of expanding circles of concern. First, ourselves, then family, community, country, and humanity. This helps counter selfishness and tribalism. Stoics recognize we are all interconnected.
Case study, applying Stoicism to change your life. Let's see how Justin, a young professional, transformed his life by applying Stoic principles. He took time each morning to reflect on what he could control and focus his energy there. He worked on easing attachment to superficial desires and became less frustrated when things changed. By learning Epictetus' central ideas, such as the dichotomy of control, amor fati, and premeditatio malorum, we can access a practical framework for building resilience, overcoming destructive desires, and fulfilling our human potential. Putting Stoic philosophy into consistent practice allows us to face adversity with grace, reduce anxiety and anguish, act with integrity, and live more purposefully. Conclusion. The practical wisdom left behind by Epictetus continues to offer profound value for those seeking guidance on living a good life even today. His Stoic principles provide timeless insights,
The final proof of growth that remain applicable in the modern world. While society has radically changed since ancient Greece, human emotions and life's challenges have not. I hope you guys really like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. Living with this note, I will come soon with a new video.